What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Defy W Logic here. Ladies and gentlemen, SummerSlam was a B plus show. Now, I actually ended up starting watching SummerSlam when I just seen Randy Orton just RKO Rusev out of nowhere. But the reason why this upload is coming up late is because I had to rewatch the beginning. Now, I will tell the honest truth to you guys. I did not watch the Jason Jordan and Hardy Boys versus The Miz, and I basically skipped to the end. And surprisingly, The Miz and the Mr. Raj defeated Jason Jordan and the Hardy Boys, and the Miz actually defeated Jason Jordan. You would think that, while Jason Jordan is revealed as Kurt Angle's son, he would, still keep picking up wins. But yeah. So that's what happened. Nothing really special in that match with the pre-show. Now, also on the pre-show, we had Tozawa versus Neville. Tozawa ended up losing the Cruiserweight Championship a few days after he won it. I think it was stupid. I think that there would have been great segments with the Titus brand and Tozawa keeping the championship. I don't understand the logic of having someone win the championship just to lose it. It just makes no sense. It just really does. The cruiserweight division needs a whole revamp. You need to put Kalisto's little short self in there, and I respect Kalisto. I'm just saying, put Kalisto in there. Take annoying Enzo and put his little self in there with his annoying mouth, and then you can have him roast everybody in the cruiserweight division. And at least you can have some sort of entertainment during the cruiserweight division. But as of right now, it's bland, boring, and they need to change something about it. Versus the Usos. Now, I really wish this was not a pre-show match. This was a great freaking match. Obviously, it's crazy because the New Day, a couple of years ago, they were in a feud when the New Day were kind of relatively kind of heels and the Usos were baby faces. It's just really interesting to me that every time these guys come out, especially when it's on a pay-per-view, they just put on a show and they do things that they never done before. When Jey Uso or Jimmy Uso threw Xavier Woods out of the ring and then did the Samoan drop, that was fucking badass. The Usos actually did end up gaining the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. Yeah, I think it was a good move. I mean, so hopefully after maybe they defend their championship again against the New Day, hopefully they beat them and then they can go on against another tag team. But I do like the New Day. New Day is my favorite tag team in the WWE right now. Especially since the Revival got hurt again. But anyways, we move on to the Big Show and Big Cass. Big Cass actually ended up winning. Enzo kind of stole a little bit of spotlight in this match with squeezing through the little cage or whatever. The thing I did not like is that honestly, this was really just a reboot with who was it? Chris Jericho. And I forgot who Chris Jericho was in a feud with. It could have been Kevin Owens or whatever. But he was hanging up in the cage as well. I just didn't like that they were basically doing a rerun of the match. Basically, it's just different, just with different opponents. Now, Randy Orton versus Rusev. Now, this is 100%, ladies and gentlemen, just idiotic. Now, I just don't understand WWE's thinking. Randy Orton has been in the WWE for more than a decade now, and he's still winning matches. He beat Rusev within, I believe, 15, maybe 30 seconds. Now, you have Rusev attack him before the match, but, really? Randy Orton isn't going... Look, Randy Orton has already established himself. Randy Orton and John Cena could lose 10 matches in a row, and nobody would care. People will still buy their merchandise. People will still believe that they can beat anyone. Rusev should have won. Point blank simple. Now, I will say this. Randy Orton's RKO is fucking awesome. I wish I could do that to people I didn't like. I wish I could do that type of RKO. But but anyways, moving on, we have John Cena versus Baron Corbin. Now, this really pissed me off. Now, Baron Corbin ended up losing to John Cena. Now, unlike most of you, I'm not mad that Baron Corbin ended up losing his Money in the Briefcase cash-in. I'm not upset about that, and the reason why I'm not upset is because Let's just be honest, guys. Let's just be real wrestling fans and analyze this. Baron Corbin has no charisma whatsoever at all. He doesn't have charisma. He doesn't have charisma. He's okay on the mic. And to be honest, if Baron Corbin had became WWE champion, I promise you ratings would plummet. Now you can make a case and say, well, ratings have lowered because of Jinder Mahal, but at least Jinder Mahal, you can say what you want. Jinder Mahal is entertaining. I like watching him as the champion. He's entertaining to me. Baron Corbin, I don't. What is he gonna do? Come out with the championship and talk about he's the fucking lone wolf? I mean, just give me a break. But anyways, I don't mind that he didn't get the cash in. My whole problem is that why is John Cena still winning matches? Why? Why? Anyways, moving on, we have Sheamus and Cesaro versus Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. If you go to my Twitter, Defy WWE Logic, you will see that I had said that, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins were going to win. I knew they were going to win. I'm glad that they won. It brings some new freshness to the tag team division, especially considering the fact that the Revival got hurt again, so we don't know when their timetable will be. Maybe probably later on this fall, maybe sometime in September or December or October. So we'll see what happens. But I like that Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins are the new Raw Tag Team Champions. A fan of all that. I'm just really a fan of just Finn Balor, just being Finn Balor. But anyways, overall, this match alone, I just give it a B minus. Nothing very really extra entertaining except for Finn Balor, changing to I guess his alternate personality, so to speak. And again, Bray Wyatt loses another feud again. That's how I feel about that. Now we have Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss. It was a good match, It was a good match. Nothing that, made me think, oh, I need to go watch it again, but it was a pretty good match. I'll say that. Oh, it was a pretty good match. Now we have Naomi versus Natalya. Now, to be honest, this did not get really the reaction that the Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss match did, but I think that Naomi and Natalya's match was more technical and more entertaining in my personal opinion. Now, I am a fan of Naomi. If you don't know, if you're new to the channel, I am a fan of Naomi. I'm okay with Naomi losing the championship, and the reason why is because she lost to a credible champion. If you go back in my past videos, I kept talking about how Carmella and Ellsworth, first off, they're nauseating, and they just should not be on TV, especially my TV. I'd rather watch a giraffe eat leaves for 5 hours at the damn zoo than to see these two on my TV. They both don't, and Carmella, she's trash, but she has the women's Money in the Bank contract, and I'm just glad that Naomi did not lose to Carmella. I mean, Carmella has not showed anything. Carmella reminds me of Alexa Bliss to an extent. You have like about maybe 3 or 4 moves at best, and that's just it. And then the rest of her moves is just screaming and slapping. So I'm just glad that, and I'm glad that Natalya actually got a chance to win a championship. I don't think Natalya. I don't even know if she even won the Divas Championship. So congratulations for Natalya. She really did deserve it. And I'm glad that if Naomi did have to drop the championship, it was to Natalya, not to Becky Lynch or not to freaking Charlotte. So congratulations, Natalya, on your championship win. So. But overall, I think it was a better match than the Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss match. Now we have also. Hold on 1 second. Looking at my notes. Sorry, guys. We have Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman versus Roman freaking Reigns. Now, this obviously hands down stole the show. This match stole the show. I don't care what you say. You gotta admit this match stole the show. Now, honestly, because especially with all of the speculation that is Brock Lesnar going to drop the championship and then go to UFC or whatever the case may be, but no, Brock Lesnar ended up retaining his Universal Championship, and he did it in a great fashion. I like how Braun Strowman, threw into two announcer tables. I actually was thinking that Braun Strowman was going to knock him over while he was on the stretcher. I thought that would have been I thought that would have been nice, but yeah, but man, Brock Lesnar, he ended up getting destroyed. Everybody's, you got Roman throwing Superman punches and spears, and you got Samoa Joe attacking him, and and trying to put him to sleep. And it was overall really good match, very entertaining. I actually, honestly, probably will rewatch this match maybe tomorrow night. Or just later in the future. I actually liked the match. It was really, really entertaining. So this is a match that I actually will go back and watch again. There's only select matches that you will go back and watch again. Maybe like The Rock versus Stone Cold, WrestleMania 17, something along those lines. I'm not comparing it to that match, but I'm saying that it's a match that I would most definitely rewatch again and not get bored or like, oh, this is just boring. Let me click it off. I actually think it was very entertaining. Now, no, I did not forget Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jinder Mahal. Now, if ladies and gentlemen, again, go to my Twitter, Defy WWE Logic. You'll see the awesome logo there. Now, I said right when the match started, I said Shinsuke Nakamura will lose. And the reason why I knew he was going to lose because everybody expected and wanted him to win. Now, those of you who don't know, I've been a wrestling fan for quite a long time. Since I was like one digit, like maybe like 7 years old, 6 years old. Been a wrestling fan for a very long time. Now, I know how wrestling is. I've watched almost probably maybe every single episode of Monday Night. Well, I won't say every episode, but I've watched wrestling for quite a long time. I know how this is gonna go. He beat Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal defeated Shinsuke Nakamura, and John Cena will be going against Jinder Mahal going into the next pay-per-view. I guarantee that. And the reason why I guarantee that is because who else is a viable opponent to him? Baron Corbin lost his Money in the Bank contract, so he's out of the way. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Shinsuke Nakamura just lost. He earned his opportunity, but he lost. He doesn't have a granted rematch clause. So Jinder Mahal's the champion. He defeated Randy Orton at least 3 different times. Regardless of how he won, he defeated him 3 different times. So he defeated Randy 3 times, defeated Shinsuke. You see what I'm saying? So Baron Corbin ended up losing and not winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. So John Cena is going to come along. He's going to do his little patriotism thing, and he is going to end up taking that championship off of Jinder Mahal and it's just a cheap way to get John Cena some cheers. John Cena is going to cater to the crowd with this whole USA chants and all this, and how about how everything is so great. And Jinder Mahal is going to be like, you people, and it's just going to be the same thing. This is all just a little shtick to get people to cheer for John Cena because they know this is probably like legit the only freaking way that they will cheer for him because nobody likes Jinder Mahal for some stupid reason. I like Jinder Mahal. I think he's a great great champion. Hey, he went from a jobber, but if you look at him now, this dude, he's good in the ring as well. It's not even that, just because he's a champion. I'm really critiquing and looking at his in-ring work. It's really, really nice. He's a good wrestler. You could say, I'm lying or I'm over. I'm looking at his wrestling. He's pretty good. He's wrestled pretty good against Randy Orton. So that's just my opinion, But yeah, so that is it for this SummerSlam review. I am excited to see what's going to happen. Oh, shoot. One more last thing. AJ Styles versus Kevin freaking Owens. Now, I really like this match. Now, my prediction and what I felt was going to happen was I thought that Shane McMahon would possibly, I guess he kind of in a way did. I thought he was going to attack AJ Styles, attack Kevin Owens, and then maybe help AJ Styles win the match. And, that's what I thought was going to happen. AJ Styles did and still end up retaining his championship, but I just thought it would happen in a different fashion. But Shane McMahon did have problems with AJ Styles and Kevin Owens. So, but overall, it was just a good match. Yeah, obviously the stereotypical, or not stereotypical, but the predictable moments where he gets hit by both people and all that type of stuff. But overall, ladies and gentlemen, it was a great match to watch to see. Yeah, so overall, if you guys want my rating for this show, I will give it a B plus. I cannot give it an A plus because certain things just didn't make sense with Baron Corbin losing again and basically just being buried. He loses the Money Bank cash in, then loses against John Cena. Then Rusev losing in freaking 13 or so seconds or whatever. Yeah, so there's just certain things I just didn't like. But overall, it was an entertaining show. And thank you guys so much. Oh, and if you are going to stay on my channel and subscribe for any reason, here are the reasons why. You should subscribe because, one, I do WWE reviews. Two, I don't bullshit. I don't give you guys reviews based on what other YouTubers say or what other people say. I just give my honest opinion of what I feel is going on, and I won't be bullshitting you guys. I'll just give you the real. If I don't watch a match or I say I skip through it, I will let you know. I'll give you my honest opinion. If you have any questions or answers, or if you want to tell me something, write it down in the comment section. I'll read it and maybe even mention it in the next video. Also, stay tuned for my Monday Night Raw reviews. Also, WWE 2K18 is about to be fucking lit. Man, I've been seeing quite a few things. I'm very excited when this game comes out. So please do stay tuned for that because I will be doing the freaking storylines. Now you can go backstage and roam around, kind of like how the Road to WrestleManias were. There's a lot of different things going on. I will be doing a the Universe Mode series and the Career Mode series and just a whole bunch of different things. And so subscribe for that reason, those reasons alone. Thank you guys so much. Have a great freaking day.